So that is why elite and the political class, they are mostly friends because they can align. But you see these ones, their alignment is not about progress of Nigeria. It's about, go grab your own. Are you with me? Go grab your own. If you can, all this noise you are making, Baba, go make your money. Now you have a lot of people. Sorry. You have some people with so much money. Some of this money, they cannot tell you how they got the money. They have them stuck in banks. They have them tucked away somewhere else. To the point that even when criminal politicians are laundering money from Nigeria, now the elite bankers, they help them loot the money. They understand the economic effect of that too, but they don't care. Since they could use part of the money proceed from that loot themselves, they could use them to buy some foreign shares, foreign stocks. So if everything go down in Nigeria, they always have something to fall back on. So let us all finish Nigeria. And they were supposed to be the one to be concerned about poor electricity, insecurity, inflation, because it affects them. It kills businesses. But you see all of them declaring profit in an economy of over 40% inflation. But you are seeing them declaring profit, billions, buying latest cars. Because all of them are working at cross purposes. They are not working in tandem, in their purpose that actually will help everybody. You see, when businesses are growing, they will employ people. They will increase salaries. You get better pay. You get other things that comes as the economy improves, your life improves. That is when you see the elite, you see the political class. That is when they can have a peaceful society, a peaceful place. But we all know that it's intentional. Nobody wants you to have anything peaceful. Sure you get. They want you to continue to suffer, lack, and at the same time continue to tell you. Sometimes they blame you. They say, Nigerians are the problem. We all love foreign things. Look at your iPhone. Look at how much money you are using to buy a car. They blame you, but guess what? It's not you. Okay? Because all over the world, we still buy foreign stuff in billions of pounds sterling. In the UK, we still consume a lot of stuffs in the UK that we have to buy them and they import them to the UK for us. Yeah. But there is economy, the UK economy of its own, that can provide anything you want to get from any part of the world. You will get them from locally in the UK as well. So the market is free. The choice is there. The economy is booming enough to accommodate. And the moment they feel like one is overriding the other, the politicians, the elite of the UK, they will all come together again. They will channel something that eventually will not give room to chronic capitalists. I'm talking about criminals who claim to be businessmen, living off the system, scraping and raping the system because their friends in politics could make policies to give them that. And as they are giving them all this money, right, millions of us are losing. I remember when Peter Obi was saying something about stolen crude oil in Nigeria. Today, a lot of people, in the last 9 years, over $300 billion. You heard me right, too. Over $300 billion worth of crude oil have been stolen from Nigeria based on the available data. And those responsible for that, guess what? The same elites who are supposed to be the investors in petroleum, investors in banking, investors in this or that, they were the same people who used their resources to smuggle crude oil from Nigeria rather than pay for it. So that when they pay for it, the money goes to the people and fix whatever needed to be fixed. But they don't want to pay. They put together a multi-million-dollar scheme and they were ripping Nigeria off multi-billion dollars worth of crude oil. For 9 years, go and do the math. 700,000 barrels of crude oil stolen from Nigeria every day. Go and do the math. Okay, don't do 9 years, do 8 years at the rate of average of $100 per barrel. Now go on, 700,000 barrels a day. And how many days you have in a year? 365 days in a year. Multiply 365 days in a year times 700,000. Tell me what you get. Then multiply it again by 8 years. Tell me what you have. Then multiply whatever those numbers by $100. Tell me what you have. And possibly if you have the time, if your calculator will still take it, please, whatever you get in dollars, I want you to multiply it by 1,620 naira. Whatever trillion you get was the money stolen by a lot of these criminals. They have properties everywhere. They park private jets in Nigeria like it's like cars. When they're having weddings of their friends and all of that, right? My papa, you will see traffic of private jets from people who have no business, who have no nothing, no means of all this money. All they had is connection to where they happen, where they are loading the money in billions and in billions. So when you now take a look at years of all this looting, you get to see the trillions. Obi once said this, so this is a flashback.
The reason why we had a situation where you can't see or compare anywhere in the world where there's high oil prices, I will have huge deficits. It's very simple. We're the only OPEC country without the only OPEC country, apart from Venezuela, with sanction, that is not meeting up our oil quota. The reason is because of oil tax. And I've said it everywhere. Oil in Nigeria is being stolen by people in government. Nobody can steal oil. It's not a sweet. You can't go into grocery shop and steal something and put it in your pocket and go away on your back. You can't steal oil like that. For you to steal oil, a ship has to come into your territorial waters, load the oil. And no ship can go into a nation's territorial waters without the approval of its navy. And you load it. For you to leave, you have to have approval. And everybody knows where every ship is on the surface of the earth. It's something that is recorded. So, if somebody is able to take away oil, there's a high level connivance between external and internal people who have organized for the oil to leave. And you can even trace the oil to where it is offloaded. So it's not it's not an easy thing to steal. Yeah. It can only be done officially. And that's it. And again, it's worrisome because if you take an amount of money that we're losing, when we need, again, look at our exchange rate, when we need every dime, we're losing huge amount of money, even when all the money won't come to us. I always tell people about what happened to us in July and August. We're operating a high level of budgetary deficit in between January 1st of this year and about 30th of April. First 4 months, our revenue was in the region of about 1.6 trillion. Our expenditure is about 4.7 trillion. So we had a deficit of almost 3.1 trillion in terms of naira. But in 2 months, I said it might not be, all the money might not be coming to us, but shared with our partners. We lost almost 2.83 trillion within these 2 months. In July, our oil production was, on the average, 1,083,000. Our quota is 1.8. So every day we lost 717,000 barrels. That's what we didn't produce. So if you take it in 1 month, it was about 22,227,000. At an average price of $110 per barrel in July, it was $2,445,000,000. And if you multiply that with the 550, I don't want to use the official rate, I want to use parallel, it gives you about 1,344,750,000,000 naira. That's what we lost in 1 month. in July. In August, that situation was worse. We were producing 975,000. So we are losing 825 every day. Multiplied by another 1 month, we lost about 25 million barrels in August. At an average price of 100 is $2.5 billion. Again, we 100 multiplied by 555 is about 1.4 trillion. So if you put these two together, in 2 months, you lost about 2.8 trillion. You had a deficit of about 3.1 trillion in 4 months. And you're not, so aggressively, we're supposed to pursue this and consider that we need every dollar now. However, that's why I said it's official stealing. Because if it's not official stealing, we have 200 million in population. We have about 60% youth unemployment, which is about 20 million youths don't know where the next meal will come from. If it's not pipeline, we go and stand everybody on the line there and make sure that nobody takes 1 barrel of it. I'm prepared to go and stand on the line, all of us, because this is the only resources we have. But because people who are in government are stealing it, they don't want to. And when you say it, everybody is looking for ways to put P2B in detention. This man is causing trouble. This man, but you're saying this thing. Since we know this thing is missing, not all of us go and man the pipeline. This is not pipeline. If we stand there, who will take it? Well, they won't want us to do it because people know those who are taking it. So it's very easy.
Do you need any extra explanation? This was during your charade election. And then at the dollar, at the Dumbos, they believed that somebody who was doing this has more plan for them.
The great youth of Nigeria.
Great.
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 Greatest,
Yo. Oh, this one.
If we reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the nets get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the.
You get or this one.
That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn.
Did they feel me? So a lot of people are kind of trying to gaslight you today. What you'll be, waiting this or that. They were those that are hoping this man go fear God and please do something. But there's nothing. I know everything is hard now. I wish there is a way out. There is no way.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Chai!
Anarchy loans. Anarchy loans.
Call you. I do have this. To those of you who usually apply the Songwater, Abeokuta, toll gate or so, those areas, they said they are already fixing that. I saw this yesterday. I was to show you, but I have it now.
Good morning, sir. Today is Saturday, August 17, 2024. And this is the ongoing scarification at the Abada section of the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway road construction. work is ongoing at the border section of the road.
So now people will have to pray that the road is completed. But did you see all those tricycles going in front of the what do you call that thing again? Is that tractor? And you see the whole environment. They just kind of suffer our people for no reason. And the reason why people are going through this is just because of the greed of these rogues. I mean, road. Road that everybody will drive on. Baba, come on now. You be governor, be waiting you be. Baba, fix road, where all of us want to enjoy. You dey buy your, fix road. It's a big dream. Fix hospital, na scam. In Kano State, they awarded the contracts of supplying of drugs, as in medication, into the state's medical centers, clinics, hospitals, and all of that. They awarded the contract to somebody who happened to be Kwakwan Sob's brother or brother-in-law. I think brother-in-law. To supply medication to 44 local government areas. So they can't expose them now that every month, Kwakwan Sob's brother-in-law is cashing out over 400 million naira from Kano states, which means people were supposed to be able to walk straight into any clinic in Kano. When I say Kano state, I mean, I'm not talking about Kano city. I'm talking about the entire 44 local government area. The brother of their national leader, Kwakwan Sop, probably just bought the medication or supplied the drugs to a few centers, swallowed the rest of the money. So it has become a scandal that the current governor said he is not aware. Some said, no, he's been buying it. Some propagandists, people who hated Kwakwan Sop, they are the ones who are trying to tarnish the image of his brother-in-law. So somebody went to one of the centers. And this is what they brought back for us. Supposed centers where people go to and get free medical care in Kano State. One of the centers.
Wannan da kuke gani General Hospital ne da yake Wudil. Kuma wannan shine emergency section ɗinsu. ko ni da kai ne muka samu wata matsala da ake buƙatar emergency, wannan wajen da kake gani nan ne za a je a kwantar da mu a cikin jihar Kano. Kuma gwamnati na sane da halin da wayannan asibitocin suke ciki. Kalli dai wannan fa active yanzu ne ake amfani da su. Misali, ko yanzu ka je da irin wayannan kayan da robobin nan da me da su za a yi maka amfani a treating ɗinka. Kada ka ce wai tsohon waje ne da ba amfani da shi. Idan ka lura da nan wajen za ga gashi nan likita ne ga kati nan kuna gani. Wannan ga yaro nan an kwantar da shi yanzu haka treating ɗinsa ake on emergency. Kun gani ba wuta. A irin wannan hali da asibitotukan ƙauyuka suke ciki, a ce an samu wani mahaluki da sa hannu a karɓan musu kuɗi ba wai tallafa musu ba, wannan ba ƙaramin zalunci ba ne ba. Magana ta domin Allah kenan. Kalli irin gadajen da suke kwanciya a kai. Kalli wannan a ce mara lafiya ne zai zo ya kwanta, a ce a kan wannan gadon ne za ka kwanta wai baka da lafiya. Kalli wannan. To wa'annan da kuke gani billahi azim suna da kyau akan wasu ƙauyukan. Bari mu motsa wani garin. Kana shiga Sumaila wannan motar ce za ta fara maka sannu da zuwa. To su ba ma wai irin gadajen ba, ka kalli karafuna ne fa, babu magadan da za a ɗora mutum a irin wannan karafunan dandariya. Ga kadangaru nan suna yawa, ɗakunan da za a ce ana duba mutane saboda rashin lafiya. Wai wa'annan ne ake ɗiba kuɗaɗensu a ce za a je a raba musu magani. To wani magani za ka samu bacin asibitin ma bai da lafiya? Ku duba dai irin toilets ɗin da mace za ta shiga. Wannan shine mace za ta shiga.
RI
Nan kuma da kuke gani immunization center ne inda ake wa yara rigakafi. Gashi nan dai kuna gani. Wannan shine abin da wannan ƙauyen suke da shi. Wannan a cikin takai ne za ku iya ɗaukar kafa ku je ku gani. Ga kuma cikakkun kayan aiki nan na zamani kamar yadda za ku gani. Wannan su ne kayan da currently yanzu da su ake aiki. Ga wata akwati can da kun gani kun san cewa an cika ta da magunguna da kayan tallafawa mutane na ƙauyuka saboda samun matsalar rayuwa. A haka dai za ku ga ƙauyukan duk inda ka shiga. Yanzu wannan ɗakin ku kalle shi ku ga irin katifun da ake kwantar da ɗan adam. Kar ku ce fa wai ba wai na da ne an daina amfani da wajen. Wallahi azim shi ne abin da suke da shi kuma shi suke amfani da shi. Idan ta kama a kwantar da kai ma da kake kallon wannan bidiyon, a nan za a kwantar da kai. To yanzu fi sabilillahi tsakaninmu da Allah da Annabi an yi adalci a ce ana samun badakala irin wannan a wurare ire-iren waɗannan wuraren da za a ce suna buƙatar tallafi, su ba a tallafa musu ba amma a zo a ce nasu ne ake ɗiba. Wannan ɗakin ma da mutane a cikinsa kuna gani gashi nan, ga mutane nan kuna gani, tabar masu ce suka zo da ita, tambayar su muke taku ce suka ce tasu ce suka zo da ita. Abin da ya gashi nan abin takaici, abin ban haushi. Ni ina kasa bambance me bambancin waccan gwamnatin da ita wannan sabuwar gwamnatin. Masu cewa duk wani gauta ja ne, wallahi ni ban ga laifinsu ba, ko mu ma muna faɗa. Kawai dai wasu ne suka fi iya wasu tallata, amma aiki a aikace babu. Su wannan ba masu da emergency section fa, wani wuri ne aka ɗan katange kuna gani. Nan shine emergency, shi yake serving as emergency section. Ga inda za a zaunar da kai, ga kayan aiki nan kuna ganin su bajaja. Kalli wannan wurin ka taba kura yake. Ga kayan aiki nan kuna ganin su a wawwatse. Nan za a je a ce za a yi treating ɗinka ko za a yi maka wani abu makamancin haka. Allah ubangiji ya sawaka. To yanzu tsakaninmu da Allah wanda ya sa hannu cikin cin haƙƙin mutanen da suke rayuwa ire-iren wayannan asibitin, tsakaninka da Allah, Allah zai bashi? Wallahi azim dole ne Allah ya saka ya.
Isabilillahi, Mandala. Brother, thank you, though. It's unreal. A lot of people think, man, that's unreal. Did you see that lizard? Akolodugbo. We call that one Akolodugbo. Adarikpon. Alangba inside the hospital. Nigeria hospital is a place where you go to go and treat malaria. And you can go back home with, you go there and treat malaria. And then you go back home with something else. You really need to see what people have been subjected to when it comes to medical care across Nigeria, away from the prying eyes of the cities that some of you are so used to. You need to go to the rural communities and see what people are dying of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases that are like preventable death. People are dying needlessly. You have no idea. And criminal politicians, Oh, they have all these glossy, these glossy books where they have the images of how many hospitals they have built, how many schools they have built. You just need to go see those things they build. And then you realize that, now man, they do man. And when man finish doing man, a man go still try to whitewash man. That's what happened to this Bokuwari, the Daura lifeless mannequin. Yes. Some people went to see him. They say him be their father. They missed him. And therefore, he too was on hand to advise his children. Bokuwari, ladies and gentlemen.
The Arewa Consultative Forum, a prominent socio-cultural organization, advocate for the interests and well-being of the northern Nigerian community, promoting unity, cooperation and peace through various initiatives. During a courtesy visit to brief former President Muhammadu Buhari on their effort to